In the 1880s and certainly in the 1890s, bicycling's very popularity became a real problem for cyclists and others in Denver and around Colorado. As the streets became more congested with bicyclists and pedestrians and horses and carriages, there were inevitably conflicts. And particularly troublesome were the so-called Scorchers. Scorchers tended to be young cyclists who wanted to prove their courage and their strength by riding as fast and as recklessly as possible around Denver's streets and parks. Particularly popular was 18th Street in downtown Denver, which was a long, wide, smooth, flat racetrack for some of these young men. And as Scorchers became more and more of a menace to pedestrians and horses and the like, the city tried to take measures to bring them to justice. First, they recruited about 25 members of the local cycling clubs, who they essentially deputized to go out and patrol the streets, track down and ticket these Scorchers and try to bring them to justice. Well, that didn't work out too well because many of the Scorchers were their fellow club members. And so the city in about 1896 hired a full-time cycling squad whose sole duty was to track down and ticket the Scorchers. That became kind of a problem too, because as the offending Scorchers were hauled into bicycle court, they would bring witnesses who would swear on the Bible that the bicycle cop was drunk on duty, and how could he possibly know in his inebriated state how fast that Scorcher was going. More to the point, it didn't take very long before citizens were complaining about the cycle squad itself being the worst offenders among the Scorchers in the city.